Hello, badasses. So, I'm coming on here again today just to share with you another little thing that I absolutely love. And I touched on it yesterday. And what that is cooperation. Okay? So, it's equal parts cooperation and equal parts competition. And this is the basis of this group. And I was thinking of an example, a sport example that I can share with you today that is just this, okay? So with this, we rise. We elevate each other. So I, growing up, played this sport called ringette. And what ringette is, if you don't know, it's like ice hockey. And I was on a badass team. We cleaned up, we won national championships all the time. We were badasses. And the main reason we were badasses is we had such inner competition between us all. So we practice hard. And at the end of each practice, we would have to do wind sprints, okay? Back and forth between the boards till we're like puking and spewing, okay? Now, what was happening always is I was looking to the neighbor to the left of me, looking to the neighbor of the right, and it was like this banter, like, I'll beat you today. Oh, I'll beat you today. And as I skated faster, on either side, the girls skated faster. As they skated faster, I skated faster. And there was no pushing down there, do you see? But as I went, they went. And as they went, I went. This is this group, okay? Together we rise. And together we all do our same thing, our stuff. And we work hard and laser focus. But what you do is going to influence me. And what I do is going to influence you, okay? Another example that I'll use in business is my friend Renata. Dr. Renata came for a visit today, this weekend in the Blue Mountains, and we talked about this. We're really similar in a lot of different ways, so it's really fun to chat about. And we have both created a signature online coaching program, and we were trying to figure out, okay, so what are the distinctions? Because I'll have somebody that comes to me, and if it's not in alignment, so I do always a call to see if my program's right for that person, and I will not take your money if it's not. So if it's not, who do I know in my circle that I can refer to? So Renata and I were talking about, okay, so what are the differences between our different programs? And there was a few different things. I've built my online business through Facebook, and Renata is building hers through Instagram. And that's really like, these are free platforms that you can really leverage for marketing and figure out which platform you vibe with more. If you're more of an Instagram person, I'm going to send you to Renata because I don't know much about Instagram. If you're more of a Facebook person and want to create communities like this one, that's what I know, okay? And there are also other little distinctions. And we went for a hike yesterday and we were talking about tech. And I was like, oh, so your group's pretty like tech savvy. And Renata's just like 8 years younger. Like that's not a big gap, but it is in like technology. So I didn't get a cell phone until I was 25. And now my cell phone and a Wi-Fi connection is my business. So I know for the last 2 years, I've had to really climb up a mountain for learning curve with tech. And what I've done with my program is I will walk you through the steps. So I do tutorials on Canva. I do tutorials on Google Docs. I do tutorials about how to get everything out there with not even needing a website and just using platforms like Facebook. So, and I'm very like low cost. I did everything really low cost. So I know all the tricks and tips like buy clothes, don't take the tags off and do a photo shoot. Okay. And take them back. So like I'm cheap. I'm really like, so that's me. And Renata, like she pulls in, she's far more polished than I am. So she's going to take your message and really tweak it and polish it. That's where we're different as well. Because if you notice this, like, look at me, I'm like, I had to get over some things about perfection in my business. So that was a huge hurdle for me. And a mantra that I have constantly is progress over perfection, progress over perfection. Do it, get it out. It's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. Where Renata doesn't have that same hang up. So she will really take you and polish you, and it's amazing. Okay, so that's an example of cooperation in business. And Renata's amazing, and I'm going to post her stuff here so you can find her, follow her. Another person that I girl crush on, business crush on, is Jen Pike of the Simplicity Project. We've only met each other maybe twice, and I love her, and she's big on Instagram, she's big on Facebook, she's big everywhere, and she's a powerhouse, amazing. And that's cooperation. You know, Jen Pike and I, like, we've only met, I think maybe once or twice, but I like her stuff. She likes my stuff. I'll post her here as well so you can follow her. But I watch her and it's like, oh, like, she inspires me. And that's the sort of inspiration that you're going to find in this group. I'm mentioning Jen Pike and Renata, but and they're both in this group, but there's so many other people in this group that I could mention that inspire me and motivate me and that have already elevated me. And I hope that I've done the same with them, right? So this group, Cooperation. I would love for you to think of an example of where cooperation elevated your life. And another example I can think is in my relationship. You know, my boyfriend does something sweet for me. I'm like, oh, that's really nice. And then I'm thinking, okay, what can I do for him? That's an example of cooperation. Okay, both elevating each other with our creativity and our different ways of doing things. Okay, so that's it. So I want you to think about a story where cooperation has already been in your life. It's really helped to elevate you and the people around you. And if you could share that story in the comments below, it would just light up my heart. Or if you've never heard of this word, any kind of comment of how this resonated with you or not resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. And that's about it. I'll be coming at you like a spider monkey every single day for the next 30 days. And this is a big thing. I would love to know what you would like to learn. Okay? So think this is your group. So think about what you want from this group and comment below and I'll do videos on it. If I don't know the answer yet, I'll find out the answer. So think about, okay, what are the impacts that I want from this group, and write them down in the comments. And those are going to become my videos for the next 30 days. Okay? You guys are all amazing. You're all rock stars and you're all motherfucking badasses. Love you lots. Bye.